I'm feeling good.
Respectfully, for the Black community, I have a question. So if Trump is trying to defund federal...
I was trying to figure out what were you thinking when you made this video? And I think you were trying to... I watched the whole thing and you were basically saying, like, you want black and brown people to come together to fight Trump. And that's what it sounds like you're saying. And you were trying to utilize whatever Trump is saying, da-da-da-da. You guys are jumping too far. Black people cannot help you defeat Trump or whatever y'all think when y'all have not reconciled the what y'all have done to us. Y'all have not reconciled that. Y'all have not sat down and really deconstructed your anti-blackness. You have not done that. So you guys trying to get us to help y'all do anything is not okay. Y'all haven't even reconciled the first thing, and that's the problem. That's why we're not gonna help y'all. Period. Because y'all can't even understand that thing.
Your racism is showing, darling. Riddle me this: why is it always black folk got to bail everybody out all the time? Is it because we had success with the civil rights movement that everybody benefited from but never thanks us or backs us up when we need something? Get them, Louie. Listen, we have built up hundreds of years of PTO, and it rolled over to us from our ancestors because they didn't take a break. And so we taking our PTO now, our hundreds of years worth of PTO and FMLA, whatever we throw at it, we resting. My thing is, why you ain't hollering at the white folk? Why you ain't hollering at the Asian folk? Why you ain't hollering at the Jewish folk? Why the black folks? Why we always we done something wrong because we ain't out in these streets? It ain't safe for us to be out in these streets, so we staying home and watching sinners and straw and tending to our gardens and walking our dogs on our property, not in these streets, going to work and bringing our asses back home. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Can't be mad at us for finally taking care of us. Holla at them other folk. Smooth.
I really believe that the black people that are mad at us for not standing in solidarity with people that hate us are the descendants of enslaved people that Harriet either had to kill or leave behind.
Not y'all upset because black people won't go out there and rally in the streets with y'all. Not y'all sitting here trying to reverse psychology and they don't want like black people either. We know that they don't like black people. That's why we're keeping our black asses in the house. And see, it's so interesting because so many people do not understand that rest is absolutely a part of resistance. It is. It really is. And see, and there's a couple black people that are just like, well, I'm tired of people saying this, and people have a proverbial chip on their shoulder and whatnot. We may, but here's the thing. There's nothing stopping you from going out there and mobilizing. There's nothing stopping you from strategizing and coming up with a plan. Why don't you be the change? Why don't you be the spark? Because instead of being in these comments or, doing these think pieces with these condescending tones stating that, oh, well, you know that they're coming for us. We absolutely know that. So that we're going to rest up until the last minute. Just like you be on that break at your job and you rest up to the last minute. Oh, baby, we're doing the same thing. Because here's the thing. We did not start this. And we also know that if we go out there will be black bodies unarmed. Now, what's the purpose in that? Because they need that spark. That's what they're missing. They're waiting for us to go out there and strategize. They're waiting for us to be, the loud, proud people while they get behind us and they watch us fall and then they take the credit. No, this time it's you all that will be on the front lines. You all strategize. You all be the ones that, be the change. Because it's interesting how we haven't heard anything about them going for the Armenians. We haven't heard them say anything to the Persian people. How about the people from Ukraine? Because you saw how he treated Zelensky. You all should absolutely. Why are you coming for black people? Why are you expecting us to be the ones to go out there, especially Black women? We are tired. And at this point, we're waiting for you all. We're watching. Because again, if you want to be that Black voice and you want to be the one that's like, oh, well, you know, Black people should do all this, you go ahead. And when you give your mother something to do on a weekend, or maybe a weekday because it's cheaper, do know that, like I say all the time, I do have a bereaved on a budget package, t-shirts and buttons. Do understand that rest is resistance. And it's okay. I know that, you know, historically, we have not been allowed to rest. Historically, we are always the one who had to strategize, re-strategize, and get everybody all in a row and in a plan and do all the things. It's time to sometimes sit back and follow the leader. Or sit back and just sit down. It's okay to rest. I know you feel guilty about resting because, again, culturally, historically, it is hard for us to do, but it's okay to do while they do what needs to be done.
My brothers and sisters, I need to say this gently. Stop the raccoonery. Just because somebody's brown or Black does not mean that you need to go run and help people who don't like you. I know you want to type and support. I know you want to ally. But these people have derogatory names for your community. They are not your friends. I don't know how to say this nicely. They are not your friends. They are not like us. Just because you see them going through rough stuff doesn't mean they have a heart or a compassion for you. Just because you see them going through what we've been through doesn't mean they think and feel like us. They don't. They're not going to help you. They don't care about you. And I'm not saying there's no individuals that do. I'm saying as a group. Stop it. If you want to help somebody, there's enough in our community that need help. There's a whole bunch of us that need help. Go help your own people. Because that's not it. Just because somebody's brown and Black does not mean they're not white supremacists. Stop being a raccoon just because somebody is brown or Black. Doesn't mean that they have your best interest in mind. In fact, sometimes they're the most dangerous because they pretend and smile in your face and love white supremacy and would stab you in the back in 2 seconds flat if they could. So yes, it's sad, it's heartbreaking, but mind your business. Stop being a raccoon just because somebody's Black or brown. They still don't like you.
Have y'all heard that audio on TikTok when they say, we washed our sins with Igor's blood and all something too? It's something like that. Anyway, so this YT man is currently going viral with saying, rest in peace, George Floyd, with that audio in the background. And what I find very interesting and crazy is the fact that you literally have Hispanics commenting under this video saying, you know what, we might not agree on each other, but I think that we can collectively agree on one demographic that we can't stand. They're talking about Black people, right? But I'm gonna tell you why this is crazy, and this is why. No, let me back up. First of all, I was hesitant to make a video about the ICE raids simply because I have a different take on it. And my take is, I don't think Black people need to be out there marching with those Latinos. I think that y'all need to keep y'all motherfucking ass in the house. I do. Because like I said, at first I was biased about it. But looking at those comments just pretty much confirmed what I was really thinking and what I was really feeling. Black people, keep your ass in the motherfucking house. This is not our fight. This is their motherfucking fight. Okay, this is their motherfucking fight. Ain't nobody never out here on this concrete pulling themselves up with their motherfucking bootstraps to fight for you and your children. Nobody ever has done that. Which is why you need to keep your ass in that fucking house. It ain't no we unify, we come together. Because they never keep that same energy when we are being targeted. And most of the time, Black people are being targeted at least 95% of the fucking time. At least 95% of the time. This ain't got nothing to do with no motherfucking tit for tat.
This ain't tit for tat. This is some real shit. And the real shit is, black people don't have no fucking friends. We don't have no friends. Y'all only do things to benefit you. But when it benefits black people, and when we are speaking up against police brutality against black people, hate crimes that is directly targeting black people, everybody is fucking silent. Fuck that. Keep y'all ass in the motherfucking house.
It really bothers me so much when you guys are in our comments talking about, well, we're next to be deported as black people, that we're gonna go back to Africa. Like, how is it that you guys are okay with all of those children that went missing that you guys still seem to ignore? Like, do you guys not understand that that's really one of the reasons why we voted to close the border? Because we were seeing videos of children who were being brought over here, who didn't speak this language, who didn't have adults with them, literally had letters to addresses, to strange places that they have never been before. How are you guys not upset with the people who allowed that to happen? Why are you mad at us? Because we're not standing up for you to stay here? Fuck no. Majority of us voted because we actually don't support traffickers, don't support drug dealers, don't support illegal immigration. And it's just really just that simple. And it's immigrants who voted because they didn't want illegal immigration, because they themselves had to go through the whole hoops of trying to become legal immigrants, and they had to go through the process, they had to take the test. Think that people want to fight for you to be here when they see that jobs are being given away to people who don't even speak American language? You think that people are going to fight for you to stay here when they go to the grocery store and they could barely feed their families, but they're watching people who don't even speak English 2 to 3, 4 carts of food, and y'all still want to lie and say that they don't get benefits? You really think that people want to fight for you to be here? Yet they're constantly talking about, oh, well, there's a housing shortage. I wonder why. Because really kept their mouth shut before 2020. People really wasn't that up in arms about immigrants being in this country. You can't get mad at us for the way that it was done over the last couple of years. You can't get mad at us because we're not okay with the way that they just dumped these motherfuckers in fancy hotels. You can't get mad at us that we're upset about how many women have lost their lives, or how many kids have been raped by these people. You need to be mad at the people who, instead of helping you become legal citizens, they only wanted you to just work for pennies on the fucking dollar. You need to be mad at the people who sold you a dream, not the people who are here to tell you that this motherfucking ain't a dream. It's a nightmare that we all been trying to wake up from, but we ain't got no choice because this is the only thing that we know. You would never understand how it feels to see grown men cry because they can't find jobs no more. You never know how that feels to see on the news how children are being abducted or being put in situations to where they have to watch their parents be deported because their parents didn't do right by them by becoming legal citizens. I feel sorry for them, but don't get mad at us. Get mad at the system that played y'all like they played us and been playing us. Because we all know that if the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't move a muscle.
Black people, did we not call this shit? Did we not say that this shit was gonna happen the way that it's happening? And that's why we minding our goddamn business. Oh, y'all don't know what I'm talking about? Let me give you a recap of what was said. We said that those protests was peaceful as hell, didn't we? We weren't seeing no pepper spray, no attack dogs. We weren't seeing no water hose, none of that shit, no violence, none of it. Then they kept on putting out them videos. Black people, where y'all at? Why y'all not standing with us? Black people, where y'all at? Why y'all not standing with us? And we was like, shit, we minding our business, bro. Because as soon as we get out there, y'all gonna start rioting and shit. Y'all gonna start throwing shit, right? Ain't that what the fuck we said? We said not one brick has been thrown. We said nobody is rioting. But as soon as we get out there, y'all gonna try some shit. So we stuck to our guns and we didn't come out there and we didn't join y'all, right? So white people decided to join y'all. They said, fuck it. We gonna join y'all. We gonna ride with y'all, right? As soon as them white people got out there, y'all all over the news and shit, rioting. You know what I'm saying? throwing rocks and shit, bro. Throwing bottles and shit, bro. Just like we said, as soon as somebody came out there to join y'all, y'all was gonna start throwing shit. Didn't we say that? We said the National Guard ain't there yet. As soon as somebody else join y'all, they gonna bring out the National Guard. Guess who's in this shit now? The fucking National Guard. Ain't they talking about bringing the Marines out? We seen this shit coming a mile away. And if they doing that type of shit out there with white people out there with y'all, imagine what the fuck they would have been doing if we would have joined y'all ass. Nah. I feel like us as black people, we got a battle coming up pretty soon. I don't know what it is, but I feel a battle brewing, man. Like, y'all on y'all own with this one, man. Take care.
People think that black on black crime is happening at a high rate in Los Angeles, but we're being picked off in Los Angeles. That's why we had to move. At Narbonne High School, my last year there, Hispanics had waged a war. Grown-ass Hispanic men waged a war on black students because somebody got popped over in Wilmington. In Compton, you can see black boys getting taken off of the streets early in the morning on their way to school by grown-ass men in lowriders, never to be seen from again. Y'all think y'all know we take the fucking fall. The white teachers that were in school during the height of desegregation, Mr. Horseman at Narbonne High School, he was my mother's teacher and hated her. I was her child and I had him too. Hope I got rounds of golf after class. Not my problem.
I don't know if y'all seen how the way these people are literally setting blockades, stopping people from getting deported from ICE. And it's crazy how people come online, they crying like, oh my God, they're getting deported. But the thing is, right, they're literally getting sent back to the country they came from with people that looks just like them, that speaks just like them, that is just like them. Versus being in a country that literally speaks a different language, with different people, with different way of living, literally. But the thing that just blowing my mind is how the way all those people can do that, and it's clearly illegal. And that's the whole point of them going through court, to try to be able to do these things and be able to simply take these people back and deport them, you know what I'm saying, or put them in jail, whatever needs to be done, right? But yet, I don't see nobody fighting like that for any quote-unquote black Americans. Like, we all know we're targeted by the quote-unquote law enforcement, right? We get pulled over for no reason, then it escalates. They might even come to your crib for no reason, and then it escalates. Either they off us, or they detain us, basically kidnapping us and holding us to quote-unquote trial that they get to choose what's right or what's wrong. When really, you know what I'm saying, it's their opinion and it's not the facts. So every time we see somebody that look like me on the side of the street getting attacked by these police and ready to be kidnapped or off, right? Why don't everyone just stop what they're doing and protect that person? Why don't we ever see that when they literally come into our hoods and kidnap our people, bro? We never come online speaking on, hey, we should do this, instead of sitting here trying to do that exact same thing for everyone else that's literally taking the benefits that we're supposed to be getting. Like, the shit is crazy to me, bro. I don't know what's wrong with my people. But anyways, quick rant. Y'all know how to keep it. Y'all be guys. Hey.
Hey family, you see this comment by this Latino gentleman saying that they come in for them and next to coming for the African Americans. See, that's the heart of what a lot of these Latinos feel. That shows right there that they don't even care about us. Because why would you want someone else to go through what you're going through? But here's the gag. They're not ever going to do this to us again. Regardless of their motive for bringing our ancestors here, we were brought here. They wanted us here, regardless if it was for a selfish, ungodly reason. And then we built this very nation that they have benefited from. And here's the real gag, sir. We built the nation that you and your people now benefit from. So what will not and ever happen is them deporting us. Because first, you got to know where you took us from and our ancestors from. Second of all, just like the natives, we have a right to be here. You understand? So my advice to you, focus on you and yours. Don't worry about the African American, the black community, because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, we will stick together. And by any means necessary, if something jumps off and someone feels froggy and want to leap, trust and believe we are ready for it. But again, we sitting this one out. This is your fight. Now stop minding black people's business.
Black people in LA, don't get in that mess. Please do not get in that mess what's going on in LA. Y'all stay in the house. Y'all get what y'all need to get and sit back and watch, okay? This is their turn. This is their turn to get their butt kicked out there. It's their turn to get deported. It's their turn to go to jail. It's their turn to get gaffled up. Don't let them Democrat people out there trick y'all into going out there and protecting people that will not protect you. Okay? I know they're gonna get out there, hey, black people, we need your help. You know, this is a civil rights issue. Even though we came over here illegally, but still, this is a civil rights issue. No, it's not y'all issue. Anytime that we go through stuff on this country, them same people will say, pick yourself up by the bootstrap. Why y'all always blaming the white man? Why y'all always talking about racism all the time? Why y'all are not oppressed? I crossed the border in the Rio Grande River with nothing in my pocket and look at me. Nah, let them figure it out. Let them figure it out, man. We ain't gotta put the cape on these people at all. Don't say these folks. Don't get your ass out there and get gaffled up by them people. The National Guard is not looking for you. They looking for them other folks, okay? So this is what y'all do, LA. Y'all sit back, chill, sit in your house, have a little barbecue, do your little, your little thing y'all be doing out there on the West Coast. You know what I mean? Please do not let them people, them politicians, boost y'all head up and try to make it seem like their fight is our fight. Their fight is not our fight. They never fought for us. We should not fight for them. Tell them hallelujah. Tell them hallelujah to help them out. I love y'all, LA. Y'all be safe out there.
I don't know if y'all saw this video, but they was like, why they not picking up black people? Like, why they picking up all the Latinos and the Hispanics or whatever and calling them illegals and all that type of stuff? But they be saying that we need to go back home. Why are they not sending us back home? Why are they not sending us back to Africa? Just something to think about. I don't know.
So I see a whole bunch of videos. There's my baby, y'all. I see a whole bunch of videos of y'all saying, why do they keep calling on black people specifically? I'm gonna tell y'all why. Okay, what's good? My name is Jessie, to those who don't know me, and I call plays for a living. So the play is because the country is like so incredibly anti-black. What they want black people to be out there for and black people to be seen for is because that will distract them from the other group of people. Okay? Because America is like so super racist, right? When these racists see black people, it moves the target, right? Off of the group of people that they targeting, which we all know who that is right now. It moves the target from them to us, okay? Like our presence and us being physically seen is literally a visual dog whistle. They know that we will be beat down, brutalized, arrested, etc., while they can slide out the back door. And people will be like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And that we just basically do the heavy lifting, etc., and also we end up being the scapegoats and the ones who take the blame for everything that's going on, okay? Like, we know we had multiple races of people at Black Lives Matter, right? But who were the people that they blamed for, like, the riots and all of that different shit, even though it wasn't us doing it? They blame black people because black people were at the forefront. Okay, so they need black people to be at the forefront to get their hands dirty. It's like the book 48 Laws of Power. I believe it's the 7th law that's like, get others to do the work for you while you take all the credit. That's what they want. They want black people to do the work while they take the credit and get the benefits from the shit. They also feel that when that anti-blackness and racism takes over, now the people will be obsessed with attacking us and will forget all about attacking those other group of people. This is why I keep saying the strategy for black people right now is to lay low and mind your business. Lay low. Stay out of sight, out of mind. Have a good day.
Hey guys. I know y'all saw my little video I had with all the comments was all nothing but racism from the undocumented people, but that's fine. It don't bother me. That bounce off. But I want to address to the so many of them that said they treating undocumented people like how they treat black people back in the days. No, they're not. Have you seen LA? Have you seen New York? Do you see how they carrying on? Throwing big rocks at the police cars while the police officer is still in the car? New York, they just swinging on them, throwing whatever they want to them. You think black people would have got away with that shit? And I'm not the one to cry victim. I'm just giving you facts. It would have been less than a half an hour. All of us would have been unalive doing the shit that y'all doing right now. Doing the shit that y'all doing right now? You think we would have survived from that shit? We would have never survived from that. And y'all sit here and act like y'all getting treated like we got treated? No, dear. When they separated our families, we didn't see them again. Y'all just going home. It's up to your family to go with you. Y'all got options. We didn't have none. So stop trying to compare the two. Y'all up here tearing up these streets, beating up police officers, and there's no penalty for y'all. Y'all really think that shit would have fly with us? No, honey, it wouldn't have. And we was out there fighting for real shit. Okay? Equality. We was fighting for equality for the future of our kids. And we got beat down. And we didn't do near the shit y'all doing. We wouldn't even last a fucking hour. And y'all been doing this shit for months. So don't compare the two. Keep my ancestors out your mouth. And stop trying to use our ancestors to justify your ass being illegal.
I need you to listen to me, and I need you to listen to me very clearly. The deportations is proof that 𝒲𝒶𝓎-𝒯ℋ, no longer has any power. Esau has no power. Let me tell you why. It's because 𝒲𝒶𝓎-𝒯ℋ, right? They were used as a buffer, like all other nations, like all other Psalms 83. They were used as a buffer against, a protection, if you will, against 𝒲𝒶𝓎-𝒯ℋ. Because think about it. If you did not have all of these immigrants here, all of the JOBs that's here that they have would have went all to Black Americans, the real Jews, the real children of Israel from the same tribe as Jesus Christ, or Yahushua, or Yahusha, or Yeshaya, or Yeshua. All they would have had to give all of the jobs, all, like literally all unemployment. If you didn't have all of these PPL here, Black unemployment would be at like 0. They couldn't have that because this is spiritual warfare. This is Jacob, this is Jacob, Black American, MAN versus Esau, YT-MAN. So they couldn't have that because the spirit that we have in us, we would have we probably wouldn't have caught up to them, but we would have been on their heels, right? Because our ingenuity, the spirit that the Most High gave us, right? And the Holy Spirit, our mother, like we're just like we're that, like we are that, right? So they brought YT-MAN, they brought them here, the MGAR, right, to be a buffer against us, right? There's no way if the YT-MAN had any real power that they would be sending them back. It makes no sense. Y'all brought them here to send them back. No, y'all brought them here to be a barrier, right, to us, right? But also, if you thought you were going to be in power for the next 10, 20, 30 years, you want as many different groups of people under you as you possibly can. It's been that way. The YT-MAN has had access to their WIFEs and their KIDSs, because that's what they're into, right? So this proves that the Most High is truly doing all of this. because Psalms 83 has from their perspective, a beautiful setup. Everybody follows the YTMAN, and that's it. It's a beautiful setup, right? These PPL have been his ally, right? And Satan's ally. You're not gonna send them back. It's not them. It's the Most High. It's the Most High clearing the lands, setting the final stage and show for however the switch is going to happen to where the Black American man is ruling, and however it's going to happen to where Christ's great reveal is going to happen. However that's going to happen. I don't know. But think about it. Bro, they would keep, if it had it up to the YTMAN, if their system was still in place, if they had any power, they would keep them here to continue to be a barrier and block, if you will, a buffer against BLACK Americans. So this only proves that they have zero power, and this is truly our power, the Most High God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of Yasharel, Israel, doing all of this and making, I repeat, making TRUMP do this. All praises to the Most High.
We next. That's why I keep seeing in my comments. I'm seeing a lot of that saying we next. And reason why people saying we next, cause I'm telling black people in LA, y'all sit down and chill. Y'all don't have to get into this. That ain't our fight. We emancipated people on this land. We good. We part of the 14th Amendment crowd. They not. But we good. But it's black Americans telling me that. And I had to think again, why they keep saying that? We next, we next. My answer to you, I'm gonna say my question to you is, what has not happened to black people on this land that we haven't overcome? This is nothing. Well, they just going through one thing against white mommy and white daddy. We went through centuries dealing with white mommy and white daddy on this land. Let me say that again. They just going through one little turmoil. They just going through one little cycle of mess with them. Every day we deal with a cycle with these people. These people put D in our community. These people did mass incarceration, redlining, gentrification. Look what they do to them in the medical field against black women. We the highest exonerated people. Black men is the highest exonerated people for the prison system. They get released. Jim Crow. All these things. You think we worried about this? If you a black, especially you a black man saying this, you ain't my kind, bro. You can't be my kind talking like that. Talking that scared talk. Oh Lord, now Brian. You see what's going on in LA? You see how they rounding up the people out there? They gonna get us next now. But we got to be in solidarity with them people, cause we gonna be next. And I don't know what to do. Man, y'all better get away from me with that scared spirit. Go over there with them, do what you do. Tell them to help you out when white mommy and white daddy come for you. We know what to do. We been through it. We strong people. Maybe not you, but we are strong people. I don't like them type of men. Them scared men. Let me tell you something, my brothers. There is nothing gonna happen to us that hasn't already happened to us. There are things going on every day in America that we deal with, and they deal with white supremacy. Just because they going through one thing, and we dealt with 400 years, 24/7 of things with these people. And you gonna be scared to tell me, oh Lord Jesus, what is we gonna do? You know what y'all remind me of? Y'all remind me of the black folks. When they hear thunder and lightning, they say, hey, cut the light out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all one of them people. Y'all one of them people. Cut the light out because it's lightning and thundering outside.
What if the idea of black and brown unity is just another lie we tell ourselves to feel safer in a system that was never built for us? Survival ain't the reason they don't side with us. It's preference. Think about it. In prisons, they don't roll with us. On the job sites, they don't hire us. In their homes, they don't want us dating their daughters. And in the courtroom, they often vote for policies against us. But my people want to cling to the few who march, like it erases the ones who mock. And before you say that's not all of them, ask one of your Mexican partners what mejora la raza means. It means to improve the race. But improve it how? By whitening it. By erasing blackness. Go on and sit with that for a minute. They dance to our music, they talk like us, they move into our neighborhoods, and we let them. Then they gatekeep jobs, culture, and even respect, and we let them. This ain't about racism, man. It's about rivalry. Because nobody imitates what they pity. They imitate what they envy. And deep down they know what we got can't be copied. So maybe it ain't hate. Maybe it's hidden competition. Maybe it ain't ignorance. Maybe it's inherited bias. Or maybe blacks was never meant to look for allies. Just remember who we are. I love my people. I hope y'all safe out there, and I hope you get home safe. And y'all
The selective outrage that some of you all are giving black people for not going out in the street and protesting kind of reminds me of how Kyrie was punished for sharing a link, but Amazon wasn't touched for actually showing the movie. You know what I'm talking about? Well, I have been telling a lot of our black people not to go out in the street and protest, as are some of my mutuals. Not to go out in the street and protest. That is not our time. Our time meaning that this is not the time for us to go out in the street. This is the time for us to boycott. I have said personally it's not our fight. Right, it's not. It's not our physical fight. That does not mean that we don't stand with our brown brothers and sisters. That does not mean that we're not sympathetic and empathetic to what's going on over in LA. I think that there is an immigration issue that we do need to have corrected. However, I think the way it is being done is barbaric, and we don't want anybody doing anything that is unlawful to any of our brothers and sisters. None of them. However, as black people, we know that when we go out in the street, it's a whole different ballgame. We're the ones that's being unalived. We're the ones that's being jailed. We know that we just get treated differently. Why would we go out there and experience that bloodshed? We've done it for so long. We've been on the front lines. We have sacrificed ourselves for a very, very long time. And the white people who aren't allies, some of them, even in my comments, have said, no, y'all stay home. We already know what happened when y'all go out there. We got it. Stay home. And then you got some white people that are like, well, especially Latin people that are like, why aren't y'all here? Like, y'all need to come on and y'all need to do this and blah, 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 blah. And for me, it's a no. It's going to be a no. I just really believe that the boycott that we're doing is the job that we have been assigned and what we're doing very well. Nobody needs to do the same job. Everybody got different parts to their job. And our job right now is the boycott. And see, what you need is a mindset change, because some people think, oh, an entrepreneur that only works 10 hours a week ain't doing nothing. But you really know that you're working if you're working 40 hours a week, because you can see that that person is working. And that's not the case. We're all working toward a similar goal. It's just a different job. So listen. Just realize that we are all in this together. This is a fight that black people have been fighting for a very, very long time. Sometimes we have not had any help. Sometimes we have just pleaded, and we still are, for basic human rights that we still don't have. And we didn't have people that was on our side or by our side. So yeah, there is some animosity, there is some hurt, there is some pain. There's a lot of black people that's like, nope, mind my business, I'm not getting into it. And they have every right to feel that way. But right now, I just don't get the outrage that black people are getting because we just want to stay home and stay safe. But white people aren't getting the heat that we're getting. But stop coming for black folks that decide that they want to stay home and actually preserve their life. So just clock that. How the day you deserve.
So how come every time y'all talking about unity, it's black and something unity? Black and it ain't never white and brown unity. Why y'all not calling for white and brown unity? Why y'all not calling for Asian and brown unity? Why y'all not calling for indigenous and brown? It's always black and something. Black and white unity. Black and Asian unity. Why y'all never say any, I have not heard not one time, we need white and brown unity. We need Asian, not one time have y'all come out and said that. It's always black and something. Where's the white and brown unity? Where's the Asian and brown unity? Where's that at? Why ain't y'all calling that out? Stop.
If y'all had the same smoke for white supremacy that you have for black people over shit that we had nothing to do with, y'all might actually be able to get somewhere. I don't understand how consistently when other minorities are going through something, they find a way to drag black people into it. And essentially it's crazy because y'all be trying to blame us for stuff that has roots in white supremacy, imperialism, and colonization, all of which we had nothing to do with. It's literally just a bunch of redirected anger. Instead of going after the people that's actually oppressing you, you're spending time on black people because y'all feel like black people are easy target. Not to mention that we are expected to be at the forefront of everyone else's fight, and people just call us into action as if we just some rare Yu-Gi-Oh card. Y'all will spend more time arguing about where are the black people, why aren't black people speaking on this, and expecting us to be a martyr rather than actually fighting against the people who are actually oppressing you. Black people are not your scapegoat just because you're scared of white people. Like, a lot of y'all need to get that through your head. And this is why I don't believe in the idea of people of color and black people being interchangeable, because time after time, these people will show us that they are not on the same playing field as us. Instead of wanting to be unified, they want to show just how far away from black people that they are. But in the same token, when shit hits the fan, they want our help. No. Now, I'm not saying that we can't stand in solidarity, but we shouldn't have to spearhead every movement. And I think that's what a lot of people were waiting on, and are waiting on, I should say. All in all, y'all need to have that same smoke for white people that you have for black people, but we know that you don't because a lot of y'all are scary. And don't make it our problem because you scary.
Hey, y'all know this shit that gets me? Is now everybody need help from the motherfucking black community. And we've been going through this shit for fucking decades, for fucking years, for fucking centuries, begging for people to fucking help us. Begging for people to help us. Now, it's so fucking ironic, now people need us. People need us to band together now. People need us to help the race out. Man, fuck that, man. Fuck that. And I say it again, man, fuck that. Fuck that. We've been begging, crying, pleading, protesting, burying our fucking children, bro. We've been needed fucking help, bro. Now all of a sudden, when these motherfuckers don't want to leave the country, now they're saying, black people help us. Black people help us. Man, fuck that. Man, fuck that, nigga. Help yourself, nigga. Just like you told us, or just like you guys turn the other fucking cheek and act like y'all don't see what's going on with us. Yeah, man, fuck that, man. We ain't helping a motherfucking thing. So yeah, nigga, we gonna mind our motherfucking business and keep going, doing what the fuck we gotta do out here, man. For our own fucking race. I don't wanna hear none of that shit, man. I can't even go to a motherfucking job without being talked about. Come on, man. Y'all remember some fucking videos ago I was telling y'all how they treat black men on fucking jobs, how Mexicans treat black men on fucking jobs. They treat us fucked up. Not just that, I lived in California. I stayed in California. A lot of the Mexican gangs, they don't fuck with black people. They don't want you dating their people. So man, fuck y'all, man. Look, man, handle y'all own shit by y'all motherfucking self. We ain't helping a motherfucking thing out here, bruh. Good.
Now what's crazy is people think that they can come to America illegally and have fucking rights. That shit doesn't make no damn sense. Y'all bring y'all ass over here illegally and then think that you have rights of an American citizen, which is some bullshit, bruh. And honestly, you know what I mean? I lived in LA for 2 years, so I seen the fucking the health care and the Medicare and the fucking welfare system. And honestly, hard-working fucking Americans are paying the bill for all these illegal motherfuckers to have health insurance, to be able to get welfare, food stamps, child care, all this shit right here. Is we are footing the bill. The people that are actually tax-paying American citizens are footing this motherfucking bill for all these people. And they have the fucking nerve to get mad and have fucking attitudes and be upset with us for not wanting to continue to foot the bill for they motherfucking ass. Bro, we can barely afford to foot the bill for our goddamn self. But we are paying the bill for all y'all illegal motherfuckers to be over here and doing whatever the fuck y'all want. Not only are y'all over here illegally making money, y'all illegally not paying fucking taxes. So that means that all this free money that y'all are making, y'all sending this shit back to y'all fucking country, which does not benefit the American people at fucking all. Sorry, but not motherfucking sorry. Bro, y'all got to fucking go. Y'all got to go. Now, if you come back the right way, that's perfectly fine. If you come back and you're a tax-paying citizen and all that shit right there, that's perfectly fine. I have nothing to say about that right there. The only thing I am speaking on is illegal motherfuckers that think they have the rights of American fucking citizens, which you do fucking not, bro. And we are not finna keep paying the bill for y'all motherfucking ass. Point blank, period. I'm not finna keep doing it. Every time I look at my motherfucking paycheck, I got a fucking deduction on my goddamn paycheck that's supporting y'all motherfucking ass, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. I stand behind Trump 100% when it comes to these deportations. If you're not an American fucking citizen, if you did not come here legally, if your paperwork is not fucking correct, your ass need to go, bro. Straight up and down, you got to go, man.
It's always about black people with men. I don't know if y'all didn't pick that up yet, but it definitely is. And I see everybody talking about the inhumane ways that ICE is attempting to catch people who are here illegally, and me being so close to immigrants, one from my career to being born to an immigrant, I can tell you that that's not my fight. And the only reason I say that that's not my fight is because I don't want to get riled up about some shit that is indeed inhumane when I can't even get my motherfucking people to get riled up about some shit that been inhumane. The Bill Clinton and Ronald Reagan and Joe Biden administration did black people so fucking bad that we don't fucking see that the same shit that ICE is doing has been the same shit that America has been doing. America reminds us every February that black people mean nothing. And black people want to continue to remind us that black people mean nothing. You hear what the fuck I'm saying? From the music, to the films, to the way that we talk to each other. Don't mean shit. But now that we see light bodies being round up and thrown in the motherfucking back of a paddy wagon, it's an issue for black people. For black, it fucks with me how inhumanely we are treated, but how much empathy we lack for one another. What the fuck you mean you on here crying about ICE? Are you okay? They've been separating little black boys from their fucking black daddies for as long as I can remember. Being black in America and having nothing to do is illegal. It's on every motherfucking post you see. And then they say shit like, well, they only here to seek better lives. We did not say that when we seen Daquan outside on the corner to make sure that little Timothy has some motherfucking food and some shoes. Y'all don't say that. Y'all don't say that. They're criminal. Black people are criminal when they're trying to make sure that their kids get what the fuck it is that they need. But everybody else, oh my God, they're just trying to. You think you're gonna take your black ass to anybody's country without the right documentation and see what the fuck they do to you. And I never understood when my father used to say, I don't have no motherfucking sympathy for nobody. Because don't nobody have no motherfucking sympathy for me. The problem is we lack empathy. We don't give a fuck about what they do to them boys in them jails. We don't care. You hear what I'm saying? It's people getting online detailing the cruelties that they endure. Grown men fighting for their fucking lives and their ass. We don't give a fuck about that. But Lord, Hector and Jesus done came and they taking their ass back. And we saying this shit is enough is enough. 10 to 1. They was taking black people from their fucking kids. They had tanks riding down Compton, running them bitches through people's houses while their kids was in there. They didn't give a fuck about that. I've never seen an addict know how to whip the shit. No, maybe they didn't know how to whip it. I never seen them know how to put that shit together. I never seen them know how to farm a fucking poppy seed. Ain't that where it come from? I've never seen no shit like that. Black people have been under the boots of motherfucking America for a long time. It's been a chemical war along with a bunch of different other ones. But now that we see people who are closer to whiteness being treated just like black people, it's an issue. And I think that is a problem. I watched one of my students, the sweetest little boy. He came in class, he said, Miss Starr, I'm moving back to, I believe it's Ecuador. I'm moving back to Ecuador. But I'll be back in 2 years. The sweetest little boy ever. Right? I'm leaving. My mother, she said she gonna come visit me, but she want me to keep speaking English. So that when I come back, everything all right. I'm like, okay. He leave. when he come back, he leaves the next day. When I come back, they say no. His parents were here, and his father got sent back, and his mother, they looking for her. So they gonna send him back. So it's no issues, right? And it broke my heart. It really broke my fucking heart. The next day, I'm into it with another one of my students. As sweet as he can be, but bad as shit. And I call his grandma, and I tell his grandma that he cutting up in class, and his grandma explains to me that he having some hardships. This was last year. His grandma explains to me that he had some hardships, and that in his family people deal with drug addiction, and so it's hard on everybody, right? I've seen so much compassion for that baby who had to go back to where his parents are. His parents are not in captivity, but his parents have been separated from him. I've seen so much compassion for that baby. And I don't see anything but anger and frustration for the little black boy that looked like all the black teachers there. But what I'm saying is, we fight for people to oppress us, and that's the fucked up part about it. Our hearts is so good that they gonna put us under. We fight for other people to have the right to feel like they are above us. From the fucking restaurants that sit in your neighborhood that don't pour back into these community organizations or these outreach programs, to the liquor stores that continue to sell us bullshit from behind a fucking plexiglass this fucking thick, right? Sliding us shit like we in the motherfucking prison cell or something. I don't even, y'all know I don't partake in alcohol because the shit, something ain't right with it no more. Like, to the motherfuckers who clean our clothes, none of these people are pouring back into our communities. None of these people are on the front lines and they see these black boys on the corner doing what it do, making money, because that's what the fuck you supposed to do in America, getting brutalized by the police. I don't never see them step the fuck outside. What I also never seen is a black person set up shop where the fuck they're at. But what I can say is, yes, do some of them come to our defense? Yeah, but it's because they are able to see the familiarity shit and the hardships that they have and the hardships that we face. We don't see that. When we do it, it's, oh my God, I can't believe they did that to them. Because when it's people who look just like us, we don't give a fuck. I don't see people stopping their motherfucking car when they see little black boys being brutalized by the police. But people is outside New York fighting for motherfuckers who got dropped off at a sanctuary state, and now they saying, hey, you've depleted our resources. We about to send you the fuck back. Okay. If that's okay. I don't see nobody protesting the motherfucker. Where the fuck Jay-Z and them from? I don't see Jay-Z and them protesting the motherfucking projects. I don't see the motherfucking white people outside in their biker shorts and shit saying, we not gonna let y'all continue to do this to the motherfuckers. Where you drop them off at, understand that all these sanctuary states put people who were either undocumented or seeking refuge in spaces that have already maxed out on their resources. I'm never, ever saying that people don't need help. I'm saying that when people need help, they put them where black people at, and the black people gotta figure out what the fuck to do. Because resources are scarce. We sitting in a fucking recession right now. If you don't know that, you slow. Resources have been scarce, but we're always giving and never receiving. We're always fighting and never being protected. When people fight for us, understand that it's because they understand that their humanity is at risk. We don't do that. And it just irritates me.
This is why I will never take the Hispanic community serious. Because if you really grew up in LA, if you really grew up in Southern California, you wouldn't be saying this lie. I grew up in Southern California. I grew up in LA, okay? I'm 33 years old, okay? You don't remember the race riots at school, in high school, and in middle school? You don't remember those? You don't remember those? You don't remember how y'all community was killing us? in high school and in middle school because we were defending ourselves from y'all saying the N-word to us, being racist, calling us all types of names? Y'all are liars. Y'all are liars. I was born here. My mama was born here. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? That's why I will never take y'all fucking community serious. Cause y'all love to lie. Y'all love to act like shit didn't happen. But I lived that life. I lived it. Y'all was killing us in middle school and in high school. Whole race riots. Police had to come to our motherfucking schools. Get the fuck off my page.
As a woman who grew up in Southern California almost all her life, I'm going to tell you something that most people wouldn't know unless you grew up in a majority Hispanic state or area. I watched the change go from majority white, then in certain areas it would change to majority black, and then the Hispanics took over in a lot of these areas, Compton being a prime example. So the problem isn't that they came in and they took it over. The problem is the culture behind the takeover. So I knew that the culture, white culture, was not going to allow this for too much longer. Even as a kid, I would be looking like, I don't think they're going to, this is not going to last forever, because the amount of businesses that Hispanics have started that has put white men out of business, I knew they weren't going to let this slide forever. That's just not in their culture. We've all watched it go from majority white and black construction workers to all Hispanic, even all the way up to the top, because culturally they help each other. Very inclusive, right? Nothing wrong with that. I wish we were like that. The problem with the culture is they keep everybody out. They keep everyone else out. And that is why I knew that the Hispanic takeover that's been slowly happening over the years was not going to last forever. Too many deals that have been taken from white people, too many companies that have went out of business because a Hispanic company can do it for cheaper and better and faster, so on and so forth. Oh, I knew. They're able to get supplies better, quicker, cheaper. So a lot of companies that, provided supplies and things went out of business. They were getting better deals on it. The Hispanics were getting better deals because they know somebody that knows somebody, right? All these high-paying trades that have been being taken over by Hispanics and putting white people out of business, baby, I knew. And that's the real reason why all of a sudden they up in arms about this, and the white culture as a whole is like, yeah, we got to get them up out of here, because not only do we want our jobs back, but we want to have our people back working the jobs, and not even just white people, but black people. Yeah, that's why they haven't put us out, and they're not trying to put us out. As much as we done been told, go back to Africa, if they really wanted us to go, we'd have been gone. But I think the nail in the coffin for the Hispanic community was the amount of arrogance that came with the takeover. It's the arrogance that came with it. Entitlement of ownership of places like California, New Mexico, Florida, and all these other, it's a large Hispanic population. That's really what the nail in the coffin for the Hispanic community. It's not because, they're illegal. Yeah, they're illegal. That's their reason to get you out. That's their justification. But they've been wanting y'all gone. But they wanted your labor for cheap too. So I think it's just gotten to a point that we're like, okay, so the cheap labor is not really, we ain't doing, it's cheaper, but it's not worth them continuing to take over and put us out of business and then lock everybody else out. Because it wasn't just locking black people out, they was locking white people out too.
You're right. You're right. And it's crazy how many black creators do not see this pattern. Like, yeah, they were anti-black, but y'all got to understand this is about the tyranny and the fascism and this and that. Fuck no. Because once you get them to the other side, and you get them to stay in the country, baby, they finna vote against your ass again, and they finna deliver your goddamn ass to the Klan rally. They'll come burn a fucking cross in your yard just to have proximity to whiteness. I don't understand. Y'all go around here and y'all hunch on a few of them, and y'all lose y'all fucking sense. Y'all lose y'all goddamn minds. Absolutely not. It's really essentially letting the wolf into the hen house. Them people is anti-black. They are culturally anti-black. Mejor a la raza. Okay? Baby, they'll annihilate you themselves to get brownie points with the Klan.
For black people to sit this one out is dumb as dog shit and soft as baby shit. Dog like ice don't train with the fucking...
Why is you at home? Get out there. That's in your neck of the woods. Why is you on here talking to us? Bye. The fuck?
Peace to the tribe. So there is no black and brown coalition. Y'all saw how Nuri Martinez felt. Y'all saw what Felix said. Felix said, let the Negro fight his own battles. His problems are not mine. I don't want to ally with him. That's how he felt about us. And I feel the same way about y'all. We don't want to ally with y'all, and we're not obligated to be y'all lifeboat. We're not obligated to be y'all life jacket. All y'all gonna do is attach y'all boat into our lifeboat and sink our whole ship. So no, we are not, there is no allegiance, there is no allyship. Y'all are anti-black. Y'all have a derogatory slur for black Americans. So how can we have a coalition? I didn't see no foreigners, no non-black Americans advocating for black Americans during the California Reparation Task Force hearings. I didn't see no foreigners advocating for black Americans for the California Reparations Task Force. In 2024, $64 billion was sent from the US to Mexico. So over $60 billion is being sent from the United States to Mexico annually, every single year. Immigration has never been a friend of black Americans, and we are not obligated to be at no damn protest advocating for illegals to be in America and have rights that our ancestors paid for and created with blood, sweat, and tears.
Let's sing this song, everybody, together, okay? I need you loud, because I want to Trump hear that song, okay? Again. Yo quiero que todo el mundo lo cante fuerte, para que nuestro presidente la escuche, ¿ok? En español viene ahorita. Viene ahora. So, tranquilito. Come on. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my God, I will vote. Everybody. I will vote. Come on. Repeat. Oh my God, I will vote. Come on. I will vote. Hey, for Donald. Come on. Oh my God, I will vote. Let's do it. I will vote.